Welcome to Chaos Carnival 3, Distributed Denial of Sanity. Today, we have the first semi-final of the Leaf Bracket between StopPlaying and the Gloopy-Stars. The winner of this match will be advancing to the final of the Leaf Bracket, while the loser will be going to the Ghost match for a chance at 5th place. Map voting is currently in progress. Well, to be more accurate, the participants are currently deciding which maps they would like to ban. And now that the bans have been placed, the 4 maps have been chosen at random, and map voting actually has begun. The options are Battle Yard, Concrete Playground, the Amphitheatre, and Decayed Garden, with the Amphitheatre currently having the 2 votes placed thus far. It currently looks like the Amphitheatre will be the winner. And indeed, that is the case. Everyone except Jerry is now ready to go. Jerry currently seems to be distracted. Distracted he is no more. Let the round begin! Hold on, I need to change the colors. There we go. Stream was bugging out. Never mind. Alright, so. With this rule set, it is very important to be able to get enough corpses quickly. What's also going to be important is both teams being able to effectively control their Pikmin, because they won't be able to whistle them while they're fighting each other. And bitter sprays are quite elegant. That's depending on how the sprays are used, that could be safer. I think it will generally make Spicy's more powerful. But there is also the possibility for some very effective use of the bitter to kill a bunch of Pikmin that are not currently under the team's control. And with no +5s, +10s, or pluckaphones, it's going to be quite difficult for a team that loses a lot of Pikmin to be able to come back from that situation. And so avoiding that happening becomes more important than usual. It seems both teams appreciate the seriousness of this task, and so they are surprisingly neck and neck on the Pikmin count, even now. The Gloopy-Stars are very close to hitting 50, and it looks like StopPlaying are as well. Although I think the Gloopy-Stars will be slightly first to 50, just narrowly first to 50. Quote is leading a dig on a marble right next to the hairy Bulborb. He's got to be careful that he doesn't wake it up. Well, it has been woken up, and the whistle trap is keeping the Pikmin stuck there to be feasted on by the Harry. Except the Harry just kept missing, so all the Pikmin actually survived. Now, Jerry's brought, quote, all of the reinforcements back from base, while Playercraft is currently travelling across the map as well. Quote's getting a dig on this marble over here, while Playercraft, I think, is trying to go for a base rush. Knowing just how more powerful the Spicy is in a rule set with elemental bitters, he considers this a risk worth taking, particularly also given that he doesn't need to wait for the marble to be dug up. Jerry is in charge of defending the base, which he is so far doing successfully with a barrier from the cherries. We now see the bitters in play, and the Gloopy-Stars mounting their full defense. This desperate play from Playercraft is looking increasingly unlikely to succeed. Indeed, the Pikmin seem more interested in these dwarf corpses than in their actual main objective. StopPlaying have now used their final bitter in an attempt to win this contest, but it just is not enough. The Gloopy-Stars were too prepared for Playercraft's play. And now, once again, it looks like the field is theirs. StopPlaying are trying to improve their situation by clearing out this hairy Bulborb to access mid, which still has 3 marbles in it. A good mix of both fiery and spore blowhogs here. But the other hairy Bulborb has now made it back into the room and is keeping Stopdoor out of mid. Meanwhile, Quote and Jerry are both in 2 different areas of the map. Well, actually 2 different alcoves in the same room, collecting the last 2 yellow marbles they need to win. Now, StopPlaying still have a Spicy, but the Gloopy-Stars also have a Spicy and a Bitter. So this is going to be very difficult for StopPlaying to stop. Okay, now it's just straight up impossible for them to stop it, because they're not even trying to. They're going for digs on the marbles in mid, when the 2 marbles the Gloopy-Stars need to win are already in their possession. Perhaps they would have stood a chance if they'd read the map better. Although, admittedly, the amphitheatre is quite a big and somewhat confusing map. But that goes as much for the Gloopy-Stars as it does for StopPlaying, so it's not really that much of an excuse. Gloopy-Stars 1, StopPlaying 0. We once again await. Never mind, we don't await anything anymore. The options for the second round's vote are Bulbin Grotto, Construction Fortress, Deep Blue, and Decayed Garden. So far, it looks like Decayed Garden is the favourite, with all 4 participants voting for it. And indeed, they all get their wish. StopPlaying are both ready to go. Courtney's unready and ready again. There we go. Let the round begin! Ow, my eye stings. Why is the game frozen? This is not good. What the? Quote, lagged out of the game. We're currently trying to fix everything. Ah, there we go. Oh wait, we've started! I didn't realize they weren't setting stuff up. Sorry, heat's rubbing that in my brain. It looks like Clone has already managed to secure a marble with the Gloopy-Stars. StopPlaying may have more Pikmin. Will they be able to catch up on the marbles? It seems like that's certainly what Playercraft is... well, I don't know if that's what he's trying to do, but I honestly wouldn't make it such priority as the Gloopy-Stars are making it. If they're going for marbles with fewer Pikmin and fewer cherries, that's just going to make it so StopPlaying, who are prepared, are able to yoink those marbles off them. Oh dear, we have lots of lag again. Wow, it was those Matites causing the lag. Seems Netflix can handle so many entities at once. Well, the Gloopy-Stars remain undeterred and are still trying to take more marbles, but they realize now they need to get their numbers up in order to stand a chance of defending them. As StopPlaying are continuing to capitalize with their initial successes to rack up more cherries. A continuous barrage of all manner of annoying and dangerous things is being sent to the Gloopy-Stars base as a result of StopPlaying's monopolization of the cherries. They've even managed to get their own lag switch. Thing is, if the Gloopy-Stars can get a hold of any cherries, they can use the lag switch too. It seems that despite StopPlaying's superior numbers, the Gloopy-Stars are getting away with their third marble. Not only that, StopPlaying still have one more spicy than the Gloopy-Stars do, and yet they're still falling behind. I suppose they're just failing to seize map control decisively enough. They have the cherries, they have the Pikmin. Well, they don't really have the Pikmin now. They have the sprays. They have those things all working in their favor. And they're still losing. Of course, they won't necessarily keep losing. They are, after all, going after their third marble now. But there still remains one more. The Gloopy-Stars utilize their final spicy to try and shut this down. Their preferred method is to come and take this marble. But StopPlaying are prepared with their own spicy, their own final spicy being saved for just such a moment. Stopdoor is hard at work plucking up reinforcements as Playercraft is fiercely defending the marble. Jerry is on his way with the second wave of attackers, but it's too late. Gloopy-Stars 1, StopPlaying 1! So it seems that indeed a large part of StopPlaying's victory this round was down to the fact that the Gloopy-Stars didn't know that having more marbles than your opponent shifts the cherry spawns. I did warn against them taking marbles that early, but of course, participants can't hear me speak for a good reason. The vote is currently between Deep Blue, Frozen Forest, Bobbing Grotto, and Bottomless Sewer, with Deep Blue currently being the favourite. There are going to be a lot of water dumbles on Deep Blue, so I don't know how we're going to be able to handle it lag-wise. But all 4 participants voted for this, so they're about to get what they voted for. Let the round begin! Ooh, we have the Tileland-esque layout. The one where there's a water dump in the corner and you can lure it down. Don't know if the Gloopy-Stars know about this little technique, but I would expect StopPlaying to know about it. Or at least StopBall to. But of course, in the heat of Dandori, we don't necessarily always remember everything. The reason why luring it down is so important is because it massively cuts down the time required to bring it to base. If you drop it into the pit and then kill it in the pit, it can go straight to the onion. Whereas if you do it normally, it has to go all the way around to the ramp down into the pit, and it takes significantly longer. Additional thing to note about this map, the lollipops, the grey ones only, not the yellow ones, have cherries in them. And the first cherry of the game for the Gloopy-Stars is a base teleport. If they can put their Pikmin on a bunch of tasks, a bunch of corpses, and then walk back to base, that would be a great use of this cherry. It would be a shame to waste it. Right now, Quote is showing how it's done, how you take down a Wally safely. And learning his lesson from the previous round, he is grabbing up those cherries. Jerry, meanwhile, is also busy in the other corner of this map, hunting down Dumbles and collecting the minis. As usual, there are 9 minis on the map. They are in different random water Dumbles, and 5 of them are needed to obtain a full marble. There are only 6 normal marbles on the map, so if it goes 3 for 3, it will come down to the minis. Or to a base rush. But the minis are generally a better use of your time. The Gloopy-Stars have been really stocking up on the cherries this time, and it is making a big difference already. Issue is, they may have just scored an own goal with these Bulbul larvae. Never mind! The Ghost power-up makes the Bulbul larvae that were previously chasing them, to go and hunt down StopPlaying instead. The Gloopy-Stars have created their own problem and then solved it right after. Not only did they solve their problem, they turned it into their opponent's problem. And would you look at that? This play was so successful, it's already netted the Gloopy-Stars 4 minis and 2 normal marbles, with a third soon on the way. So much of Pikmin 2 vs mode really does come down to the cherries, especially in 4P Battle, and especially in Chaos. The Gloopy-Stars have learned this lesson, and they've learned it well. And not only that, but they're putting it into practice to tremendous effect. One last mini and they'll have won. Or they could just win with the full marble. Look at that! StopPlaying are running out of options fast. And that's why StopDoor's here trying to do a base rush. But Quote has stayed at base with a spicy, precisely to ward against this. Masterfully played here from the Gloopy-Stars. This is what we love to see. This is absolute Dandori. In every sense of the word. It's put StopPlaying to shame so effectively that they've resigned. Gloopy-Stars 2, StopPlaying 1! Alright, this time Concrete Playground is the pick. Just quote, got it unready and ready again, so the bot works. Alright, Concrete Playground it is. Let the round begin! Alright, having a look at the map. It indeed looks like this is one of the less choke pointy layouts, although there's no such thing as a non-choke pointy layout of Concrete Playground. That's kind of its whole deal with the seesaw blocks. It can be surprisingly hard to get to 50 in Concrete Playground. There are no particularly dangerous enemies, it's just there are lots of annoying ones. From my experience, you need about 8 Pikmin swarmed on a Shio egg to kill it before it can kill any one of the Pikmin. You can also kill it with one with a direct hit, but that's harder to do. It looks like the Gloopy-Stars have a lead on growth, but StopPlaying seem to have made more progress in clearing the path to mid. When all these swooping stitch bugs have finally been taken out of the skies... well, hardly skies in a cave. You know what I mean. Then it will be much easier for StopPlaying to get things back to base from mid. Indeed, Playercraft, now taking his turn to be the one who learns lessons from his past defeats, is going for the cherries early, and both teams have got the whistle trap at the same time. I wonder how they're going to use them. Oh, spicy. Spicy from the Gloopy-Stars. No, wait, no, that was a spicy from... wait. Yeah, that was a spicy from the Gloopy-Stars. StopPlaying tried to use their whistle trap to try and reduce the effect of the spicy, but it doesn't really seem to have worked. The Stars, meanwhile, hold on to their own whistle trap and are saving it for just the right moment. As they get their dig on with these two marbles over here. Once again, it seems StopPlaying are hard-pressed to do something that will actually work. Playercraft is in the field, out in mid with only 13 Pikmin. That is not going to be enough to achieve anything significant. He can buy time here with the barrier, but he can only buy 10 seconds, Will 10 seconds be enough for Stopdoor to arrive at the spicy? Well, Stopdoor has divided up his team's forces. And look at that! He baited the Gloopy-Stars into wasting the whistle trap! And now he's putting all of the Pikmin up there to hide them safely away from the volatile... Okay, maybe not so safely and not so away from the volatile blue ball. I think StopPlaying were trying to do too many things at once, while the Gloopy-Stars remained focused on their main objective. And this allowed them to pull another victory. Gloopy-Stars 3, StopPlaying 1! If the Gloopy-Stars win the next round, they will be the winners of the match. StopPlaying, meanwhile, will have to win the next 2 rounds to invoke the Juice rule, which will increase the number of round wins required to win the match from 4 to 5. It's not going to be easy, but StopPlaying have proven that it's possible. So let's find out what the map's going to be for round 5. The options are Battle Yard, Rusted Ring, Combat Zone, and Volatile Metalworks. Now, Stopdoor in particular hates maps with bombs. However, in this rule set, you can't carry them. So maybe Stopdoor would be more willing to play on Volatile Metalworks this time. Indeed, he's voted for it. Unfortunately, Stopdoor does not get his opportunity to venture out of his comfort zone this time, as Rusted Ring is the pick, and this is the new and improved Rusted Ring. Let the round begin! Behold, one of the new layouts of Rusted Ring made by Anto. You can see there, 3 marbles in mid, very visible. Don't seem to be that far away. I imagine it will be a major flashpoint and was designed exactly to be such. Really not much to grow with in the base. For that, it looks like you have to go back to the corners, where more marbles reside. And the cherries do too. Every single room has something important going on there. It's very good map design. I like it already. So how will this new layout be approached by our teams today? Well, it seems Playercraft's approach is to jump right in. And the Gloopy-Stars seem to be having similar thoughts. Well, they seem to be playing more reactively, assuming a more defensive posture to try and intercept whatever StopPlaying trying to do. They're making all the moves, and the Gloopy-Stars are answering them. Well, at least that initially seemed to be the case, as now it seems the Gloopy-Stars are the ones going out of their way to make the moves. And their first big one is to dig up this marble from this corner. Quote's already taking it away, and it will get back to base quite quickly. But this geyser will need to be dealt with, which it now has been. Meanwhile, we have a high-stakes clash in mid, with the watery blowhogs dangerous to both teams weighing in too. Now all of these cherries have been intercepted and carried away by the Gloopy-Stars. You are taking decisive control of the field. They will have to contend with this blowhog, and that's exactly what Quote is gearing up to do. Ah, but the combination of Fiery Blowhog and Volatile Dweevil has actually made the Gloopy-Stars work even easier! StopPlaying have tried to intercept, in particular using the Ghost power-up, hoping the Gloopy-Stars will be mainly looking at their own screens. And as they flee the scene, they leave a ball bear to clean up. But Quote has years of experience designing hacks far more dangerous than just one ball bear. But even he is at the mercy of a horde of Bulborb larvae. And another ball bear, because why not? Getting a bit desperate now, I think. He's using a Spicy, as the contest for mid is back on. The Bitter still has the effect we're all used to from story mode of temporarily petrifying the enemies, which has made things a bit easier for the Gloopy-Stars here. Although StopPlaying have actually gotten away with a marble here as well. So it seems we're actually 2 marbles to 2. Actually, no. The Gloopy-Stars still have the advantage because the marble StopPlaying was bringing back has been stopped dead in its tracks by something. I couldn't really tell what that was that stopped it. Probably some enemy, but I couldn't see where the enemy was. Well, Stopdoor's going on the offensive again. However, he's caught the Gloopy-Stars at a bad time, and he's seeking to divide their attention between the purple marble and the yellow one. There aren't too many Pikmin back at base to defend. And of course, Jerry's got StopPlaying's Pikmin on him. He attempts to use the Whistle Trap to save the day, but the marble moves away faster than the Whistle Trap's radius expands. Quote's response is to use a Bitter on the marble carriers, right as Playercraft jumps in to save them. Or at least to try to save them. The Gloopy-Stars are up 4 Pikmin compared to StopPlaying. And they have 3 marbles now. Well, no, StopPlaying have 3 marbles. Yeah, StopPlaying are actually winning here. The Whistle Trap! It keeps the Pikmin at bay. But that hasn't actually done much. I don't know. For once we see the Whistle Trap actually do something impressive looking, but its actual strategic value doesn't seem to be very great. Not in this instance. It seems the Gloopy-Stars are only barely managing to hold on to their marble. They've had to use their final bitter in order to keep up the defense, but they still hold another spicy they can use if needed. StopPlaying and Playercraft seem to have a good relay system going here for keeping up the pressure. But they're having to fight against the proximity advantage of the Gloopy-Stars, given that the marble has not managed to make it that far out of the base. If StopPlaying is to make this work, they're gonna need something else. Something that can outcompete a spicy. That's almost certainly going to be coming from the cherries, so they're focusing on grabbing those. Marble counts are equal. The last marble on the map is at Playercraft's location, which he's just been forced away from. Now, Bulb will Larvae drop in, as Quote is trying his luck. The Gloopy-Stars suffered just enough casualties at the mouths of these Bulb larvae that StopPlaying now have a 6 Pikmin advantage. Now a 10 Pikmin advantage as they've been using the time to grow. This could be exactly what they need. Whistle Trap! I wonder how... Oh yeah, it does have a timer to show you how long it lasts. I think this may end up forcing the use of the spicy by the Gloopy-Stars. That is of course assuming that they can even find their Pikmin. They don't have all their Pikmin in one place, so it's possible they're not able to get enough value out of the spicy. Well, they found the rest of the Pikmin now. And now the spicy is used. But indeed, it's as I predicted. They were not able to spicy all of their Pikmin. However, they were able to spicy just enough to temporarily claw it back. But only temporarily. StopPlaying still have a large advantage, and you bet they're gonna use it. Playercraft is currently heading to their base with more Pikmin than they have in total. Not only that, but Quote is preoccupied holding off the incoming interception, holding off the incoming force that's coming to steal this marble, and Jerry is busy plucking up this very scarce reinforcements that even now are being made even more scarce by being sucked up into the jelly float, which is now dead. StopPlaying know the advantage is with them, but they'll only be able to achieve a critical mass if they have the numbers to do so. They need a decisive concentration of their superior numbers to be able to finally put this to an end. And it looks like that's forming right before our eyes. This is it. There is nothing more the Gloopy-Stars can do. StopPlaying have sealed their victory. Unless... that watery blowhog is now the only thing holding the balance between victory and defeat. StopPlaying, and the marble has already passed it by. It's over. This is actually the most entertaining round of 4P battle I have seen in a long time. And to think we get this with just Chaos Level 2. Gloopy-Stars 3, StopPlaying 2! This time, our options are Decayed Garden, Deep Blue, Emperor's Arena, or Warbox. 2 maps we've had, and 2 we haven't. What's it gonna be this time? Despite just losing this previous round, the Gloopy-Stars still very much have the advantage. They need only win this next one to be the overall winners of the match. And so they need to pick carefully which map they want to play on next. It seems their choice is Decayed Garden once again. A choice that StopPlaying agree with. Will they be able to close this out this time? Or will it go 3-3 and invoke the Juice Rule? We find out now, as the round is ready. Begins! It's definitely a different layout this time. Actually, wait. Unless I'm forgetting, this is a different layout. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a different layout. Now, if you don't know this layout well, if you're not very familiar with it, it's surprisingly easy to get lost. And so far, it looks like both teams are able to find their way. Playercraft is taking the first cherry of the game, and the second cherry of the game. He's found the spot. Well, one of the spots. And there's cherry number 3 too. This has the potential, depending what the cherries end up being, to be a strong start for StopPlaying. Indeed, the first cherry of the game is a Bull Bear, which Jerry is trying to lead away from the Pikmin, taking a hit in the process. The second cherry is a Jelly Float, which has already sucked up a few of the Pikmin. The Gloopy-Stars feel forced to put some Pikmin on it. But despite all the enemies being thrown their way by StopPlaying, they're still outgrowing them. Playercraft is still finding more cherries for his team, while StopDoor is busy trying to catch up on the, frankly, rather non-existent growth. Seeing just how much of a disadvantage StopPlaying are at, seeing just how badly they fumbled the opening, Playercraft is spicy extra early, which has prompted the same from Quote. These are going to be some very good cherries, or I think the Gloopy-Stars are winning this one. You do not screw up this big, this early, and live to tell the tale. Unless you get some very good cherries. You can see the desperation with the second spicy right after the first. But this desperate gamble has paid off! I need to watch that back and see how exactly they managed to do that. That, by all logic, by all rights, should not have worked. Unless there's something I'm missing. There has to be something I'm missing. But well done, StopPlaying. You actually managed to compensate for a bad opening. Gloopy-Stars 3, StopPlaying 3. And you know what that means.
It's time for the dues.
Alright, this time the options are the Amphitheater, Construction Fortress, Combat Zone, and Deep Blue. Alright, this time we have Construction Fortress. Let the round begin! This layout always begins with a race to finish the bridge. And in this race, it is critically important to balance putting the Pikmin to work on the bridge against collecting the corpses and throwing. The order in which you take all of the steps is of paramount importance, and by my recollection, there is no established meta for it just yet. I'm sure with enough obsessive testing, we could come up with one. But frankly, no one has yet been willing to waste their time on that. Rather unfortunately, for the StopPlaying, the Dwarf Bulwark has dropped off, but the same appears to have happened with the Gloopy-Stars, so no loss. Bro is hanging back from the burrow net. Staying focused on the cherries. The cherries that Playercraft is going over to the Gloopy-Stars side to steal. And so far, it is working. Now, how exactly is StopPlaying going to keep it up? They have more Pikmin. Where are they? They all need to be plucked. The Gloopy-Stars, meanwhile, have most of their Pikmin with them. And they're using them to take this model on their own side. Well, on their own side. Maybe that one could even be fairly considered a pocket. Before they've even gone for the center model. How strange. We have Playercraft leading all but 2 of StopPlaying's Pikmin with a Spicy, and we have a counter Spicy with the Gloopy-Stars. And the contest is on for the center marble, which StopPlaying are rapidly getting away with. The real contest seems to be over this marble over here, on the Gloopy-Stars side. This is a very good play from StopPlaying, keeping the focus on a marble that is between the Gloopy-Stars position and the center marble, their real target. It's worked so well that this could be the play that wins StopPlaying the game. In addition, of course, to these cherries. Now the hardest job has been done. The next 3 marbles are all available on StopPlaying's own side. So they're getting to work. Playercraft is keeping watch to make sure the Gloopy-Stars don't do anything that could get in their way. While StopDoor is busy blocking the rest of the Pikmin, ready to close out the game. The Gloopy-Stars are busy running away from a ball bear, as I think they're beginning to realise just how bad their situation is. Or not. Now they've realised, and they charge with a Spicy straight into a Bitter. But of course, the Bitter doesn't stop the Spicy, not in this rule set. Most of the Pikmin were successfully evacuated before they could be blown up. Oh dear, StopPlaying and lost some of their Pikmin somewhere. But now they have 3 out of 4 marbles, and I do believe the 4th is right there in the pocket position, which Playercraft is currently seizing. Jerry knows what's up, so he passes the Pikmin over to Quote, who is in charge of shutting this down. But without any sprays left, that's going to be... yeah, that's going to be impossible. Especially when the defenses StopPlaying and prepared. Walls of Pikmin left in the path. Only 2 Pikmin made it to the marble, and at this point, Pluck Defense can carry it the rest of the way. Well done, StopPlaying. You really outdid yourselves here. StopPlaying 4, Gloopy-Stars 3! This time, our choices are Volatile Metalworks, the Amphitheater, Rusted Ring, and Concrete Playground, with Volatile being the only one of those four we haven't had yet. StopPlaying both vote to go to Rusted Ring again. What a dramatic reversal of the score as well. Now it's StopPlaying who just need to win the next round to win the match. Indeed, Rusted Ring is where we go, as the Gloopy-Stars have agreed to play on it. Let the round begin! We seem to be on the same layout as before. Playcraft is trying to get this Pikmin onto the cherry and away from the dwarf corridor, but it's not going so well. It always is finicky to get that right. It seems StopPlaying has lost multiple Pikmin to that dwarf orange, putting the Gloopy-Stars in a very strong position. That is, of course, assuming they use the time they have before wisely. Here comes the first test, which they have failed. The Pikmin advantage they had has now been blown away. And now it's once again neck and neck. Aircraft grabbing up the cherries with the team. And first one, bowl of lava for the Gloopy-Stars. Deciding to drop them at Playcraft's position. And now StopPlaying has dropped in 10 more! The horde amasses! Some of them are pushing each other off the map. The bombs kill the bull bear. The horde is still at large, still chasing Playercraft. While Jerry is trying to get hold of these cherries until Stop Door arrives with the Pikmin to intercept them. Now most of the horde have been defeated. One finds its way into the Gloopy-Stars base. Now that most of them have been killed, the game is suddenly running much more smoothly. It's hard to say who's winning right now. It certainly looks like it's the Gloopy-Stars, but there could be something I'm missing here. We have a Spicy from Playercraft who is using it to take marbles from mid. Right as Quirk arrives and uses a counter Spicy. With the bitter, the blowhog is taken out. It seems a few stragglers from the horde remain, now finding their way into the fray. As Kurt is using his last few Pikmin in the field to grab up cherries. And the cherries are already being used to protect this marble. But ultimately, Pikmin are going to be needed. Pikmin that have now just become available. The Stun Storm should really help here. As this is the Gloopy-Stars' big chance to seal the game in their favor. More Bulbul Blobby have been deployed to stop playing space, and they are already having a feast. I do think this ends in a victory for the Gloopy-Stars. I don't see how it doesn't. Oh dear, that could well be how it doesn't. No, it's fine. The Pikmin on the way back to the marbles get caught in the whistle trap. It failed at its original purpose, but it at least did something. But now the marbles are on the move. But one more is still going to be needed for the Gloopy-Stars to win. Where are they going to find it? How are they going to make sure it stays in their hands? I think they've already found their target. Quirt approaches as Jerry deals with this new horde. As the Gloopy-Stars now have a chance to summon another one to stop playing. who still have not managed to acquire a single marble. Or have they? So haven't they? Indeed, while all this has been going on, Stopdoor has managed to get a base rush going. Quote needs to find a good way to stop it. He's found it, but he's also found Playercraft with his squad, who is currently trying to intercept that yellow marble, as fierce contests are now on for both the last yellow marble the Gloopy-Stars need and the Gloopy-Stars base marble currently being taken by StopPlaying. But a marble berry saves the day! Or does it? I think this is it. This is a race against time. Will the yellow marble get in first, or will the purple marble get in first? We find our answer. It's the purple one. With a final score of 5-3, StopPlaying have won the match! This means StopPlaying have made it to the Leaf Bracket Final, where they will be going up against either the best or the Pikmin fans. Meanwhile, the Gloopy-Stars go to the Ghost match, where the loser out of those two in the second semi-final will be their next opponents. We, of course, also still need to play the Flower Bracket Final between the Southern Bartop University and the Baguettes. These will all be taking place next week. So until then, stay tuned!